Welcome, everybody. It is River City Plus. It's the show after the show. And joining us today, two friends. This is Steve Sutton and Amadeus, who I've known for about 5 minutes or 30 years, depending on who you ask. Wow. And for those who don't know, Steve and Amadeus and I, for a very long time, have been on the radio together.
Ages.
And now, this is very exciting. If you tune into 99.9 Gator Country, at least 2/3 of this trio, you'll get to hear every single morning.
Yeah, but we like to rotate you back in every so often.
Every now and again, I do stop by, like this morning, and then Amadeus said, "You can't. How can we miss you?"
Oh yeah, how can we miss you if you won't go away?
I'm trying.
That's so heartfelt.
So anyway, listen, we are reunited, and it feels so good. So Ryan has some photos that we were looking at the other day of just us through the years. So
here it comes.
Someone sang "Through the Years" by Kenny Rogers, which was my prom song.
Through the years.
Here we are during COVID. Remember how we couldn't get next? We had to like separate each other.
I remember that picture.
Do you remember that one?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Exactly. And that was when we were at the Big Ape, and that was Miss Big Ape. We crowned her Miss Big Ape.
I remember
Miss
that's
Big Ape
when
Morning Zoo.
I put the big in Big
Look
Ape.
at the highlights we've got going there.
That's
those
when
are
we
those.
first went to Gator, like
Yes,
in
and that's Hoyle Dempsey. Look at Hoyle.
We love Hoyle.
Yes. So anyway,
look,
yes.
that's us during COVID.
There we are again during COVID. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our history. So we all started working together in the year 95. It was 1995. And we all were on the Big Ape Morning Zoo, and it was Hoyle Dempsey, Ashley King, who was in that one of those pictures. It was the five of us. Yeah. And occasional visits by our friend Angie, who recently was also on with you at Gator.
And is now my promotions assistant at Gator Country. It's like, it's so weirdly, it's not incestuous, but it's like we just all, we're in this like, we're in each other's gravitational pull.
Yeah.
And we just stay in our own, like, this world.
I mean, radio is its own entity. People who love radio, and they very rarely get out of it on their own. And when they can get back into it, they're like, hello? Yes, what time?
It's somewhere between incest and nepotism.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but
it's somewhere in the middle.
Nepotism.
Okay. I believe that should conclude the incest portion of today's podcast.
Usually that's
All
the
right.
backbreaker.
So one of the things I brought you here today was I was planning to do this prank on you, and it didn't quite work out. I didn't get it all solidified. I was going to repeat what you did to me many years ago. Who wants to tell the rat story? This is not the story we have video for, Ryan, by the way. This is another mean thing they did to me.
So we were leaving a building, an old building on Hogan Road, going into a brand new building. And I don't even remember how we got the idea to let you know there was a mouse scene. And so we were the last ones in the building.
Yeah, multiple.
All the salespeople had gone. It was just on-air people. So I got our boss involved, and he's like, make sure you wear closed-toe shoes because there was a mouse scene. We went on for several weeks. We had the engineer put mouse traps out with like peanut butter and cheese and the whole nine. And so I found this, it was basically a cat toy. And so we had this long panel that we sat behind with our microphone stands, kind of like on posts.
Yeah.
And so I ran this fishing line through the posts.
Which I didn't notice.
Which she didn't know, because there was papers. It was kind of hidden and buried. And then I tied that fishing line to the nose of this mouse.
So now keep in mind, for weeks I've been told don't wear open-toed shoes.
Yeah.
There have been mouse traps everywhere.
There was build-up.
There was 2 mouse traps in the room.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we'll tell you about one. So the time comes finally. We actually had people like listening. I think there was a record rep in town. And we're like, make sure you're listening because this is going to be funny. And we're right in the middle of, I think maybe the Battle of the Sexes or something really hot. Yep. And I just yank on that string, and this mouse comes weaving in and out of these posts right at Eden. She screams, throws her headphones off, backs into the corner, sits down on a mousetrap.
And started what? Crying.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
But you would think that was the last time you made me cry. But
oh, no.
That was this morning.
Yeah, right? Yes, that's true. So another thing these guys did, another elaborate scheme, was every morning I would arrive at between 4:45 and 5 a.m. I'd come up the stairs, and I would say good morning to Amadeus. He and I would be the only ones in the building. Steve would be in the control room, but I would pass you and just like every other day, I passed you. You were at your desk.
Right.
Okay, now we can roll the video, Ryan, if you don't mind. So there I am. I'm coming in, nice pixie cut there. Walking down the hall. I've already said hello to you. There's no reason for me to think there's a single other soul in that building, except there was. And then that wasn't even Steve. There were 4 people involved in this. 4:45 in the morning, and this person is up there threatening me with a knife.
So we had cameras set up. There was another studio as she walked down the hall.
And I'm
that was
crying again.
facing another studio. And then our friend Matt Bassford was in that closet, which was kind of in the dark, so she would never know. And then our friend Doug Parker was the masked character. The monster. But what was great about it, was this Halloween morning?
Yes.
I think, yeah, it was Halloween morning. Look at the crying.
I always cried.
You know it's the real deal, though.
Wait, it's slow motion coming up. Here we go. The slow-mo. This was so
Here comes
mean.
Matt's view.
It's so awful. Here we go. Okay, maybe I didn't put the slow-mo in there. Anyway, yeah, that was mean.
Matt had the view. Yeah, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Matt had the view from the closet. Doug had a camera on his chest to catch your face. And I don't know if we've ever told you this, but the night before, we rehearsed this for like 2 hours. Like, I'm not kidding. We were there. We checked all the camera angles. We filmed it. We looked at it. We moved things around. This was very elaborate.
And you're probably saying, well, surely Eden did something to you to make you feel like she needed all of this punishment. But no, I just living my life. But
Yeah.
I have a really great scream.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it here because
Oh, it'll terrify
it
everyone.
will
in the
terrify
building.
everyone.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I say great, I mean, you can walk in a room and I'm not expecting you to walk in and I'll scream that loud.
Yeah.
And my son does it to me all the time. He thinks it's hilarious. One time this one hid in a dumpster, like behind a dumpster wall, waiting. And he was there 15 minutes because I took my time coming out.
We were supposed to be leaving the building together, so I got out quick and I hid like behind this gate to the dumpster. And then I think you got caught up in a conversation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I waited maybe 20 minutes. But man, was that a good scare.
That was a great scare.
Great scare.
All right, so I was not the only one who fell victim to the pranking. We used to do very elaborate April Fool's Day jokes when we were on WAPE. And so I found a news article written by Melissa Ross when she was at First Coast News. And there was a video that went along with it. But this is just what I found. This was from the year that the Super Bowl was coming to Jacksonville. So was that, 2005?
I think so, yeah.
4 or 5?
4 or 5, yeah.
Okay, so this is, the headline was something like, radio station pranks, Jacksonville says the Super Bowl is not coming. Here's the article. The morning zoo crew at WAPE thought it would be a cute April Fool's prank. Quote, I'm stunned so many people took it seriously, says morning host Steve Sutton. And did they ever? 95.1 switchboard was flooded with phone calls Thursday morning after its on-air team announced that the NFL had decided to relocate Super Bowl 39 from Jacksonville to New York City. The fake press release read over the air cited Jacksonville's flotsam of a population and road conditions resembling a third world country
Wow.
as reasons for the move to the Big Apple. The hosts kept up the hoax all morning, leading Jaguar owner Wayne Weaver and other heavyweights to call the station to express displeasure with the hoax, which thousands took seriously. Michael Kelly of Jacksonville's Super Bowl host committee knew something was up when he checked his voicemail Thursday morning and found 8 new messages. We had a lot to deal with, a lot of phone calls and concerns. It worried a lot of people unnecessarily.
Yeah.
But many other listeners got the joke and called into the show to congratulate the team on the stunt.
So what was great about this joke was someone from Jacksonville had a friend who was an NFL referee or umpire or whatever who lived on the West Coast. So he called his friend on the West Coast.
Woke him up.
And all of a sudden, that friend's calling other refs around the country. It went nationwide quick. I mean,
And got us in Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I just remember, I remember so distinctly because this was hush hush.
yes.
We couldn't let on that we knew we were doing this to anyone.
Right.
And so when it came out, there was genuine shock.
Including from the general manager of the radio station.
Who
We had
was
to bring,
livid?
And we had to bring pizza to the Super Bowl host committee, who, Kat Casey, who is still in town, and I see her regularly. She was one of those people on that committee, and she
Yep.
was like, we were ticked off.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
very ticked off.
And so the better thing is almost the response. These people, we ticked them off. Their lives were upset for a long time. Let's bring them pizza.
Yeah, they were like, oh, they just took that pizza like, okay, whatever. So
No,
anyway,
thank
but that
you.
was just one of many of the pranks. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you guys in here because it gives me an excuse to hang out with you, go down memory lane, and I'm hopeful that, when we post this video or anybody watching right now will, if you have a memory from either when we were the Big 8 Morning Zoo or when we were your hometown morning show on Gator Country, which these guys still are, that you would share those memories.
Listen, what a lot of people don't know is you are my sister and you are my brother, and we will always be that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, in one way or another, we are just going to keep on going,
Yeah.
irritating listeners and viewers all over town.
These two came to the hospital when my son was born. He's 27 now. Okay, so they come to the hospital, and I have video of him going, I'm going to take you to Wacko's when you turn 18.
Can't wait.
I still need to take him there.
No, you do not. You do not.
Yeah, maybe
Anyway, guys,
We'll do it for like a retirement party.
Yeah.
a retirement
For
party
him.
for him.
We'll still be going.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you both for coming by.
Thank you for having us.
Check out Amadeus and Steve, of course, on 99.9 Gator Country. And we will be with you, of course, like we are every single morning at 9:30 on River City Live.
You know what? I was almost hurt when you said River City Plus. It's like, is this a